During Donald Trump's interview with Fox News host Tucker Carlson last week, he admitted to something that most of the media kind of overlooked. And in fact, I didn't see it until just now when a report from The Independent over in the United Kingdom came out that said that Donald Trump, during the interview, admitted to getting foreign policy advice from a 5-year-old. I'm not making that up either. He said it in the interview. Let me read what Donald Trump said, because he said it was a little skit, but then admitted that he full-on asked a 5-year-old how the U.S. should have handled the withdrawal from Afghanistan, because as we all know, 5-year-olds are clearly the authorities on how the military should handle a withdrawal from a 20-year conflict overseas, right? I mean, 5-year-olds, they know all of that. So here's what Mr. Trump said. I did a little skit with a 5-year-old kid. I said, let me ask you, here's the situation. I explained the situation. I said, would you take the military out first, or would you take it out last? I'd take it out last, said the 5-year-old. Now, Donald Trump, of course, was trying to attack President Biden for the admittedly sloppy withdrawal of troops from Afghanistan, but the completely necessary withdrawal of troops from Afghanistan. Let's not forget that part. Was it messy? Yes. Was it sloppy? Sure. Did it need to happen? Absolutely. And I think we did the right thing with it. But the 5-year-old asked if we should have taken the troops out first or last, because as Trump also said in the interview, we left all the beautiful military equipment. Oh, they got their hands on all of these things that, by the way, they don't know how to operate and have no means to maintain or even arm. So, we shouldn't have left it, but at the same time, it's probably not that big of a deal because, again, they can't perform maintenance on these things that require regular routine maintenance to even function. And, of course, they lack the means to properly arm them. So, shouldn't have left them, but at the same time, whatever, right? I mean, I hate to say it like that, but it is what it is. So anyway, the kid, based on Trump's prompting, said, well, we should have taken the equipment first. Because in Trump's mind, forget the 5-year-old. I'm not going to fault the 5-year-old for getting bad advice from Donald Trump and getting, a completely lopsided and fake story. Donald Trump values that military equipment more than he values the lives of our soldiers. That's why we had to get them out quickly. And Trump says, no, you should have left the human beings there and brought back the military equipment first. Because that's money. People aren't money. People aren't missiles that we can use to kill other people. They're people. Screw them. But Trump did, at one point in the interview, say that he had a soft spot for all the dogs we left in Afghanistan. Allegedly. He said this to Tucker. They left the dogs, the dog lovers, and there are a lot of them. I love dogs, you love dogs, but they left the dogs. One of the first questions I got, why? What did they do with the dogs? Mostly German Shepherds. They left them. They did not. In fact, an image that appeared to show German Shepherds left in cages at the Air Force Base where the U.S. troops were evacuated, turns out those were not American service dogs. It was all a farce. It was all a lie. And Trump's out here today repeating the lie, and Tucker Carlson's just like, yeah, dogs. Oh, and you love dogs too, don't you, Trump? How many dogs do you have? Oh, that's right. You don't have any because you're incapable of loving anything that isn't actually money. So maybe if we took a bunch of dollar bills and made a paper mache dog, you'd love that. But don't sit there and act like you care about dogs, man. We all know you don't. But I got to go back to the 5-year-old, right? Okay, it's enough that Trump's lying about the dogs. I'm sure he lied about the dogs to the kid, and the kid was like, oh, crap, I love dogs. Everybody loves dogs except Trump. It makes sense, doesn't it, that Trump would ask a 5-year-old for foreign policy advice? I mean, the man himself is almost a toddler. So with his toddler mentality, he's probably looking at a 5-year-old like, hey, you're older and wiser. What would you do? I don't know. I'm an idiot, so I'm going to the 5-year-old who's clearly smarter than me. How do we handle the situation? And answer correctly, because I may make you my Secretary of Defense if I get back into the White House. Because that's how dumb Trump is. We also know, of course, reports have shown over the years that while he was president, he would go down to Mar-a-Lago, sit down there with his wealthy friends and ask them foreign policy advice because he has no freaking clue what he was doing. It's bad enough to ask an old millionaire what to do. It's another situation entirely when you say that, listen, all right, my old millionaire friends have failed me. I guess I got to go to kindergarten to find somebody smarter than me to give me foreign policy advice. It's a sad day for America, isn't it, folks? Hey, everyone. This is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.